Good morning, April. Good morning, everyone. If you're just waking up with us, you got to check this out. This is a tree that came down in the backyard of a couple here in Tempe. You can see just all of the damage. The tree fell on top actually of some vintage motorcycles. SRP was actually out here working all night. If we pan up a little bit, you can see the power line had gone down. So all night SRP was working on restoring the power in this area. There was hail. There was enough wind to blow down this tree. I mean, it was dead, and this is something unfortunately we see during monsoon. So we're joined now by two of the homeowners who have lived here for years. Glad you guys are okay. Your kids are okay. Your dogs are okay.
Yes.
Run us through what it sounded like here last night.
Well, last night I was inside and it sounded like there was just a lot of hail like hitting my son's window. And I was like, is that hail? And my daughter comes out and she was like, is that hail? And as I walked out of the room and I said yes, the power just went out. And my husband was sitting at the kitchen table and he heard a loud boom. And he comes in, he opens up the door, and he noticed that this tree had fallen down in our yard, and our whole backyard was completely flooded.
Wow.
And lots of lightning, and it was just a mess.
Yeah. How long was the power out last night?
Well, I was up with the guys from SRP from 8:30 to about 2 a.m.
Wow.
But they were able to restore the line. This line actually was clipped under the tree, and the neutral line was it was disconnected, so we had power going on inside the house. But when I was standing out here, it was puddled, and then I saw the line on the ground, and my daughter and I just ran in. We called 911. The police, fire department came out, assessed, and said, hey, we're going to be okay. SRP responded very, very quickly, and they were able to restore our power last night.
Wow.
No one got hurt.
Yeah, wow, that certainly is the good news. The only thing that got hurt, the vintage bikes.
Yes, definitely. It missed the El Camino, but it got the vintage bikes.
Oh, well, I'm glad you guys are okay. I mean, how would you rank this storm compared to other monsoonal storms you've lived through in the past?
Well, to be honest, being from Arizona, I've never actually lived in a storm that was this bad that caused any type of damage to any of the houses that I've lived in. And so this is probably the worst that I've ever seen, ever lived. And I've, born and raised here in Arizona. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
Gosh, well, I'm so
From
sorry.
Tempe.
So sorry it was a rough night, but again, I'm glad you guys are okay, and thanks for having us. And
yes.
we'll try to find you those parts. We'll do what we can for that bike. What year are the bikes?
So that one is a 1978
Wow,
on the ground, and that one's about the same age.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm glad you guys are okay. The
Yes.
kids and the dogs are okay. So cleanup a little bit will be happening here in the backyard. So
Yes.
again, we're giving you a live look at this tree that was down. It was actually a dead tree in a neighbor's yard that fell into this backyard, kind of messed up the wall and the power lines here. So this is something we often see during monsoon. This will be the damage in one neighborhood, but then the houses down the street are okay. Elena is checking out some of the flooding in other areas of town, so I'm going to toss it over to her.